Hi, welcome back to our Don't Be a Square Knit Along with Uptown Worsted, and we're here to teach you something again. Today we're going to learn how to knit in the round on double pointed needles, and those look like these, and they allow you to knit things in the round, often small circumference, something that is too small to fit on a larger circular needle. So all of this week's square and the next square are going to be knit in the round from the center out. So we're going to learn how. First off, I'm going to cast on 8 stitches to one of my double points. Now, typically in patterns, or typically I see anyway, in patterns written for double pointed needles, it will usually say cast on X amount of stitches to a double pointed needle, divide evenly among 3 or 4 double points, and join to work in the round. I find that really hard to do, so what I like to do is I like to cast on my stitches, slip half of them to another needle, so I've got my stitches divided on 2 needles. And I like to work the first round like this because I find it less fiddly to do than trying to work with 2 stitches on each of 4 needles. So the first round we're going to knit, which is the starting point for both of the squares. And when I'm doing like the first and second stitches between needles, I like to tug just a little bit to tighten up that yarn between the needles, but not too tight. Just kind of a nice even tension. So there we go. I've got my first round knit. Now I'm going to start working on to 4. So the next round, I'm going to leave the instructions for the first square are make 1. So I'm going to lift up that strand between the stitches, work my increase, knit 1, 2 on the first needle. Now working on to another needle. We'll make 1. And I'm going to do the same thing for the second one here. The more stitches you get on the needles, the easier it's going to be, and the less they're going to kind of flop around like this. That last stitch, and there we go. We're all working onto 4 needles now. And that's pretty much it. You just keep going around and around and following the pattern. For these particular patterns, there's always going to be the same, you're going to be doing the same action on each needle, and there should be the same number of stitches on each needle. So good luck!